I was very surprised that the TON project is still alive. If anyone is completely unaware, TON is the platform that Telegram intended to launch. The project was very ambitious at the level of making a new internet and not just another cryptocurrency as it might seem. It is not known exactly when they started doing it, but it really appeared in public in the spring of 2019. But among the important points were not only technical innovations, but also the fact that both the currency and other services will be tied directly to the messenger. That is, each Telegram user would have a wallet right in the messenger. Not every altcoin can boost access to such a wide audience right from the start. In the fall of 2019, Telegram, according to its tradition, launched several contests for the upcoming platform. At that time, it was already working in test mode without decentralization and sometimes restarted. The last such restart was on November 15, 2019, and the test blockchain continued to operate under the designation Testnet 2. In winter came the sad news. Telegram threatened the US Securities and Exchange Commission. And by the spring of 2019, it became clear that the festival will not be. Durov announced that work on the Telegram TON stops. But by that time, although the project was unfinished, it was already in open source. So, of course, it was picked up and continued to be completed by third-party developers. There were two notable forks. Some called their project FreeTON, other NewTON. Interesting naming, isn't it? Now, after a year and a half, some news has begun to be heard from these projects. This especially affected the second project, NewTON. The winners of Telegram contests worked on it, and they asked Durov for both the cool domain ton.org and access to the repositories on GitHub. And accordingly, they shortened their name back to TON, but with a note. Telegram had Telegram Open Network, and they had the Open Network. In general, these are steps that Telegram planned to take to entrust the network to the community and to change the decoding of the abbreviation as a sign of this. Well, FreeTON, which is developing in parallel in order to avoid confusions, also recently changed its name to Everscale. However, not knowing all of the above, some confusions is still inevitable. In general, the guys from the second team seems to be doing well. Their coin, TONCoin, has already appeared on two exchanges, and its rate has grown from 0.8 to $4 over the past couple of weeks. At the same time, their Telegram channel was given a verification mark, and in addition to a short domain, they have bots with beautiful names. CryptoBot and Wallet. The interesting moment is that NewTON picked up the state of the test TON blockchain that called Testnet 2 and decided that everything was already good enough with it and did not make any more restarts. Testnet 2 turned into mainnet. It's like with blockchain, if you know the address, you can see that the money is there, safe and sound. Since the days of the contests, many developers have had wallets with test coins. Developers, with the help of some manipulations, can access their wallets. If you participated in the championship, then check your wallets. It seems that if any serious project grows, it will most likely be the project of the second guys. They have won numerous programming championships from Telegram and not only. And apparently they are supported by Durov's company. Development plans for the open network. In the communities of the token, you can more and more often see a lot of questions about the prospects for the development of TON and the nearest plans of the developers. Therefore, the developers began to talk more and more often within the official Telegram community about their plans. although they have white paper available on the official website where the open network technology and the vision of the blockchain components are described in detail on 126 pages. Of course, such a huge number of pages will be read by only a small number of fans. So, they need to chew each page into a series of small but understandable posts. So, what other components are planned in the open network? TON nominators. To become a TON validator, you need to have serious computing power and make a large deposit. The average stake of a TON validator today is approximately 600,000 TONCoin, which corresponds to an amount of about $500,000. With the growth of the network, this amount will only increase. Large collaterals is a must. If you reduce the requirements for collateral, the following will happen. There will be attempts to cheat the network, because you can earn more from cheating than from validating blocks. Some validators will run software on insufficient powerful servers and will not update it in time. The quality of work of many validators will decrease as the penalties will be insignificant. All this will hit the stability of the blockchain. That is why the pledge of the validator is made large enough. The questions arises: what should people who have powerful equipment but not enough coins for collateral do? Or people who do not want to install and configure the validator but want to mine TONCoin? For this, the developers create TON nominators. With the help of this service, it will be possible to lend your TONCoins to the validator and share the validation reward with him. How exactly this will happen, you can always find out on the pages of the white paper. TON payments, extra currencies and tokens. The component is scheduled for late 2021. It's planned to publish standards for tokens, alternative currencies of the network besides TONCoin and NFT. Based on these standards, developers will be able to create DeFi, new applications and services. TON Payments is a payment channel standard for micropayments based on Lightning Network technology. Why do we need payment channels when TON is already fast and cheap? They will be used where space rates of mutual settlements are needed. For example, micropayments for using TON proxy. In words, everything sounds pretty cool. The question is only about the final implementation. TON DNS, scheduled for the first quarter of 2022. TON DNS is a domain name system on the TON network. It will be used not only for TON sites. A regular user will be able to register a short username and use it instead of a long wallet address. Domain names will be sold at a free auction. This is somewhat similar to the Ethereum name service that recently produced an airdrop for people who registered domains. Therefore, as soon as TON DNS is launched, I will definitely try to register several domain names. Perhaps they will go the Ethereum name service route. TON DeFi, scheduled for the first quarter of 2022. TON DeFi are blockchain-based financial services and applications. It's like decentralized exchanges. According to the developers, most of the exciting DeFi ecosystems have serious disadvantages. According to the developers, most of the existing DeFi ecosystems have serious disadvantages. They are either expensive or slow or insecure. Yes, this is an absolutely necessary thing, but it's quite important that users have confidence in the platform and it works stable. TON proxy, scheduled for the first half of 2022. It's a network proxy anonymizer for TON nodes. Basically, it's a blockchain-based VPN available to every user. TON DNS and TON proxy will provide greater decentralization and security. It's also a rather interesting component, although it's not yet completely clear whether it will only apply to the TON network or whether it can replace the Tor project. TON sites, scheduled for the first half of 2022. These are sites with the domain name .ton hosted on the blockchain. They will look like regular internet resources, but at the same time they will be decentralized. Now quite a few blockchain projects are trying to close the entire internet on themselves, opening up opportunities for transferring Web 2 projects to Web 3. TON storage planned for 2022. It's a distributed file storage technology. Simply put, this is the best version of Dropbox. Allows you to store and transfer large amounts of data. While most blockchain projects try to make only one component decentralized, TON is trying to decentralize most of the internet's components. I like these ambitious plans, but on the other hand, I understand that it's practically impossible to do all the components very well. It takes an incredible amount of money, proper management, and many more pieces of the puzzle to fit together. I hope that they will at least make a fast and stable blockchain that will be accessible and useful for a huge mass of people. For example, the same Telegram audience.